When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Thanks for getting your pod on. Thank you for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. Oh, I'm excited about today. You know how sometimes a small, innocent moment on the internet accidentally opens a full-blown existential conversation?
Full-blown.
Yeah. A few weeks ago, a friend of mine, someone you may remember from the podcast, posted something on Facebook that felt simple enough. It really did.
Yeah.
She wrote that she had two beautiful, successful girlfriends who couldn't find a man. They were fun, loyal, smart, and single. She asked interested men to comment, not message, and said the women would browse Facebook and reach out if they found someone intriguing.
Yeah.
It already feels like a really bold experiment to me, and kind of like a group project none of us asked for. What happened next? Over 250 comments. Not DMs, comments.
I'm going to pull up the total views because I can see that internally.
Okay.
While you keep going.
Public, men putting themselves out there, women watching quietly, married friends grabbing popcorn. They were all on there. Group chats lighting up like it was a live sporting event.
19,000 local people.
Holy shit.
Clicked, read, stalked, but didn't, leave a comment. So 19,000.
Wow.
I was at a party and people were like, everybody was talking about it and browsing the men.
So what does it say about dating right now, about loneliness, about standards, about starting over in your late 30s and 40s when you're confident enough to know what you want, but tired enough to not want any kind of bullshit? This episode isn't about answers. It's more about the curiosity. And Stephanie is here, someone whose life changed in very real ways from the time we spent together on the podcast a couple of years ago. I don't know. I think this is like crazy what happened, but I'd rather go back to kind of to you because we had you on the podcast and you were one of the most popular people.
I had so much fun.
And you were not dating at the time.
Well, I was dating.
No, you were dating, but you weren't serious with somebody.
Serious,
yeah, you weren't serious with somebody. And then you met Mike, right?
Yeah. And
from there, I mean, that's been how many years now?
We'll be together 3 years, May 1st.
Wow.
So that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
Flew by. It really did.
And you seem...
I used to love coming on the show.
You're welcome anytime. You know the door's always open, but like, and I didn't want to have the whole crew in for this because I kind of wanted to take a look at this in a little bit of a deeper way. Yeah. And I didn't want them,
The jokes flying.
Well, the jokes flying and stuff. And
you on the phone said, I don't want any penis jokes flying. That's those what I think you're
I think I said I don't want any dick jokes what I don't want. And it's just that because it's a serious thing. But going back to you, the real estate is blown up for you.
Yep,
I
had a record sale.
Wow.
At Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve?
I got an offer accepted for $5.2 million.
Oh, my God.
A personal record. So I just posted it today. It took me a good month.
Is that the blue house I saw on there?
Yes.
God, that's
it just
beautiful. Where is it?
Friday, Canandaigua.
Oh, on the lake?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Waterfront.
Oh.
But it was such a big career win.
Yeah.
I didn't want to brag about it. I didn't want to make other realtors feel bad about themselves. And I also didn't want normal consumers not to call me to list their house because they think, oh, my house is just $400. No, I would love to list your house at $350, whatever.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to push people away. But then, so a month passes. I'm like, I really should talk about this because this is a career milestone.
Yeah.
I sold a $5 million lake house. I closed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and I love what I do. I love all price points. So
yeah, no, I understand that, and in real estate you have to, right? You're not, is that one? You're not, or are there people who I guess just deal in $1 million+
Some
homes?
sell 2 a year. That's it.
Yeah,
2 $5 million lake houses. That's cruise control.
Yeah.
So I can do higher volume selling 50 and make more money.
Sure.
And a lot of people will think, oh, just because you sell an expensive house, you're smarter, you're better. You're not.
Yeah.
It just, maybe you have connections. You go to Oak Hill.
Yeah.
You sell a couple a year and you're happy and you're part-time. I like the grind and I like to help everyone. And I want to be busy nonstop. I do 12 to 18-hour days in the spring. And I love it. I'm not complaining.
No, I know. And
I like the grind.
There's something about that because I had to come to terms myself with a lot of things in terms of, it isn't about working harder. It's definitely about working smarter. But when you love what you do, you're going to just do it all the time. And
correct.
I think for many, many, many years, for me, I have just worked nonstop. Radio I did all the time because I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be number one.
Now you're pivoting though.
I am pivoting and I'll tell you, like, I'm changing things up for sure. And I'm looking to combine some things and I'm looking to make something that is less of a service and more of a system and something that's scalable. So,
for sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like service to me is, or talking about today's news, today's sports, today's that, it's disposable. It's what radio was. I'm looking to pivot away from that slightly, a little bit, and do more things like this. You could help people. Yes, and that's the thing. And I just did one. I had a night where I got extremely intoxicated.
Were you peeing in the urinal night?
Yes. Yes, I was so drunk. How bad? I mean, I was slurring so badly in that video. That was the opening of Damien's second location.
The greased one, yeah.
Yeah. And
I was stalking you. I watched all of it.
Okay. So I was so drunk and there was so much stuff happening sort of at once that I was very cold to someone that I didn't mean to be via text.
Oh, okay.
And the next day, I apologized. I got no response. And then I sent a text later in the day just about something completely different.
Was it a woman?
Yes.
I know.
And
that's how we are. Keep going.
And then I got a response a couple days. I got a response, and the response was basically like, I'm crushed. You crushed me, or whatever it was. So, which made me feel like a piece of shit. And I backed off and just I don't want to apologize. So I started.
But it happens.
No, I understand. Yeah. So I didn't want to be one of these, I apologize, I'm so sorry. I already apologized, right? You become that to me, that's sort of a sign of weakness when you start doing it over and over. But it made me really think. And so I came in here and I did a podcast on alcohol and why it's not an excuse for bad behavior. Alcohol doesn't make you behave badly. It gets rid of your internal brake system, which is your inhibitions. Yeah. And so you do things and say things, and some people go, well, it's not a truth serum. It's not. It's just in the moment. And a lot of times we carry a lot of baggage as people. And when something is in front of you and that old baggage gets hit and you've never dealt with it, it carries a lot of weight and it comes really hard.
Yeah.
Right. And so those are the things that, so I did a whole podcast on that. I'm like, this is the direction I need to start going.
And that's why I don't have the baggage. If you have it, you can get rid of it by talking to someone like you, like a counselor.
Yes.
So.
And I eventually that.
So you're a more pleasant drunk in a nutshell. I mean, that's
right. Exactly. I mean, so yeah. I don't know. It was just, it was strange. But I thought that's kind of the way I need to start doing things that are evergreen. What if someone finds this podcast in 5 years? Will it have value to them?
I like that.
Yeah. And so that's where I'm headed. And I eventually want to buy a building. I want to put offices in there that I can rent out. I want to put studios in there. I want somewhat of an event space, and we'll go from there.
I just thought of some wild idea. What if there's people that want help, but they'd be willing to publicly raise their hand and you help them on the air live?
Yeah. I mean, that would be great.
It could be like a journey of their transformation.
Yeah. It would be amazing. That would be absolutely
cool.
Amazing. And I think that's something that like you could do as a teachable.
And that would tie in with both businesses.
Yeah. And that's what I'm looking to do. And so we'll see how things go down the road. When you were here last, I don't remember actually. But when you were on, sometimes we had made a lot of fun of the fact that you wrote songs.
Yes. Breakup songs.
Breakup songs and all kinds of stuff.
I've been writing songs my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did nothing with them or what?
The problem is, if I'm honest, my voice is like a 6.8 out of 10.
Okay.
And now there's so much technology, just like filters with a girl looking hotter.
Yeah.
I can put filters and edit my voice.
Okay.
So the tech is here where it can be me singing, and Mike actually does it on the back end, adjusting my voice to sound good.
Yeah.
Like auto-tuning, but you don't want it to sound fake.
Right.
And then there's me training it where I'll like work on a couple notes, then he can make it. So it took forever. It was a year and a half.
A year and a half to
write. So I have breakup songs. I have songs about getting old and what it's like to go at the bar. But I actually wrote a song about loss, like losing a child, or you could apply it to losing like a spouse or a partner.
Yeah. When you say loss, like, are you talking death or are you talking?
All different kinds of loss.
So even loss of like a divorce or a.
Correct.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Loss. So there's not a lot of songs about, like, for example, if you have a miscarriage, you know, or you lose a 2-year-old, what song do you jam out to? And I know that sounds weird, but when I'm in pain, I like to belt, cry, and sing. And The Arms of the Angel just isn't getting it. Like, it's kind of lame.
There's a song Bonnie Raitt put out recently.
Well, I listen to the same old 80s rock.
Yeah, no. But
So
she put out recently, and I should try to find it while we're talking.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Because that is, I think, it was about law. I thought it was about a
break up.
Oh no! You know what this song was about?
What?
This song is about the loss of a son, or a daughter, and having their organs donated, and then the person come back. Yeah, I don't know if she wrote it. I have
to find this.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it for you.
But either way, there's not like a huge.
No, there's not. No, because nobody wants to get. Who's writing these songs? It's fucking sad.
I am. So I wrote a sad song about loss. And now, I mean, it's done. It's fully produced. I'm going to have a different stage name. I've decided. I'm not ready to quite announce it in case I go a different direction. But actually, this weekend and next weekend, Mike and I are going to film the music video. To our song, and we're gonna I'm gonna put it on Spotify, iTunes, like I'm gonna produce it, like really
for real.
And I don't care if 13 people see it or what if it blows up.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
You know, so it's I'm gonna really.
I think it's called
out there.
I think Bonnie Raitt's song is called Just Like That. Let me just see if this is the song.
What an interesting concept, the organ donation.
Yeah, it's a pretty sad song, but it's. Yeah.
I watched him circle around the block. He finally stopped at mine.
What year did she release this?
2022, I think.
Before he
That's why I don't know
like all he had was time. Excuse me, ma'am, maybe
I think she won a
you
Grammy.
can help. The directions weren't so clear. I'm looking for Olivia's hand. They said I might find her here.
Getting the goosebumps.
Yeah, I do too. Every time I hear this, like I don't listen to this a lot.
I looked real hard and asked him what she's got he's looking for. Said there's something I think she'd want to know when I let him in the door. It's not like me to trust so quick. Caught me by surprise, but something about him gave me ease, right there in his eyes.
Watch this.
Just like that, your life can change if I hadn't looked away. My boy might still be with me now. He'd be 25 today.
Great.
No knife can carve away the stain. No drink can drown regret. They say Jesus brings you peace and grace. Well, he ain't found me yet.
Right? I mean, how human is this?
So I like it, but you can't really sing. Like,
No, you cannot.
Like, when I'm sad, I want to.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't.
Yeah, this is the sick shit I like. But
I want to sing.
I know you want Def Leppard.
So I wrote.
play behind you.
No, I wrote a singable sad
Sat
song.
down and took a deeper
watch.
breath and looked right in my face.
This is the part.
I heard about the son you lost, how you left without a trace.
She's just up and
I
left for
spent years just trying to find you so I could finally let you know it was your son's heart that saved me and a life you gave us both.
Yeah. And then from there, at the end of the song, yeah, I know. It is. And then she talks about putting her head on his chest and listening to the heartbeat.
See, I love those deep songs.
Yeah. Yep. I
think
know
we
what you're
need
talking
more
about.
of them,
Yes.
you know?
So tell me more about your song, because it does sound like it's deep to me.
Mine's deep about loss, that it can apply to all the different ways you can lose a child.
Yeah.
I had 3 miscarriages, and the third one, I mean, I had to call 911. It was real bad.
Oh, man.
And I don't need to go in depth about it, but there's a lot of women that experience that. They even, they lose a child, a 1-year-old, and a car accident at 16.
Yeah.
Kids to cancer. So I know a whole bunch of people with different stories, even divorce, like even if you have your kids 50-50, you miss out on half of their life.
Mm-hmm.
And in some cases they're gone. They move away. So
Yes. Yep.
there's a lot of different ways you can lose a child to drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So I just felt like writing a
Where
song
where
about,
does this come? Okay.
about loss.
Yeah.
Because I have so many breakup songs, and I'll watch a movie or I'll get an idea or think of something in my soul. But when I'm sad, I want to belt it out and sing.
Yeah. So this is a belt it out and sing kind of
To
tune.
me,
Yeah. No, great.
Like I sing it in the car, and
I can't wait to hear this.
So we're just gonna make the video.
And then you're going to release the video.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
So I have different scenes. I've been playing with AI, and I wish I could just have AI me, but the tech's not there.
Right.
You can't say, hey, sing my song. I kind of look like an alien. Like, we played with it. I'm like, this isn't really going to work. I'm going to have to really record it. And then I'm overweight. I got this whole separate thyroid issue thing going on. I've been, trying to eat healthier and
I saw, because I wanted
conquer the stupid thyroid thing. But it's I didn't want to film the video, at this size. I wanted to shrink.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to wait another year to film the video.
I don't think you. Okay.
I'm curvy,
Yeah. Well, I never. Okay. I don't know. You can't comment. I don't know whether to comment. I thought you looked great. You look fantastic. But
I want it to be smaller. If it's going to take me at the rate with my thyroid, if I lose 1 pound a month, I don't want to
what's
film
going
this.
on? The thyroid. Here's the thing that I have to say about you that is absolutely amazing. You just talked about something that really sets. I can't imagine. I have absolutely no way to relate to 3 miscarriages. I don't. My wife that I'm aware of never had one when I was married, and we have 3 sons. But that is some heavy, heavy stuff.
A lot of people.
And yet the happiness and the laughter, and then I know, your breakup. You were in the public eye, right? And so your marriage dissolves, and then. But you go on. I mean, what is that? What is that?
With every loss, the grass got greener, and the sky got bluer. And I really believe everyone should enjoy every single day of their life.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person, if my flight's canceled and I'm stuck in Chicago, I'm not screaming, yelling, pissed off. I'm like, I guess I'm meant to explore Chicago today.
Yeah.
And even I've had a lot of fucked up things happen to me in my life.
I'm aware, and I don't want to hit too stuff, but
turn
God.
things into gold.
Yeah.
I just try to find a way to see the good.
Yeah.
I wish everyone was like that.
I have a mantra, because I've been doing something called the 5-minute journal. And the 5-minute journal in the morning asks you questions, and it's like 3 things, or at the end, 3 things you're grateful for, right? And then it's, what do you hope happens today? And then it's like your mantra. My mantra always is, and has been for almost a year, everything that is happening is always good. And even if something doesn't go the right way, only good will come. You know what I mean? Even if something veers off a little bit, only good will come. And that's exactly what you're saying. I mean, I don't remember the...
So I was watching one night, which I've always been positive my whole life, but this really, hopefully, like, listeners, this will really change. I was laying in bed, I couldn't sleep, and it was like planet Earth, you know, and it started 100 million years ago. And they said whatever event happened. And then the timeline scrolls, whoop, it freaking scrolls past 80 million years like it was nothing. Yeah. And they're like 20 million years ago. So I'm watching a show, like, try to digest that. 80 million years, nothing to talk about. What are we? We're specks.
Yeah.
Why aren't we starting that business? Why aren't we asking that girl out? Right. Why aren't we dancing? Like, why aren't we happy?
That's a great, I mean, like, that's so true. And I think, like, that's a great way to get into your podcast thing, because why aren't you asking that girl out, that guy out, that person out, whoever it is? Because
why? What do you have to lose?
Yeah. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. And that was, because I'm going in my head when I saw the post that you put up, I was like, what was the moment? Like, why? Because you decide to post that, but why aren't they doing it for themselves? Do you understand what I'm saying? Going to your theory that you just said, or your statement of, why aren't you asking that guy out? I know one of the women.
They want to be chased. Oh. They want to be chased. Oh. Okay. And men, they like to chase.
Sure they do.
And so over the holidays, I mean, one of the very successful, like too hot. And there's not a lot of hot, successful men that are loyal and good in our town. Like, there's got to be some guys all over the country. They could clean up if they moved here. And I was at an event, and I looked around, and I think I counted 38, like, hot women, like the way they dress and, like, hot. Mm-hmm. And I looked around, and I saw 2 handsome men. 2 to 38.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you really go out at a bar, like, look at the good-looking women that come in. Yeah. And look, there's a lot of trolls. And look at the guys on my post.
Yeah, I just...
Some, I'm like, you think you're hot and successful? And these aren't gold diggers, but the problem is they want somebody bigger than them. And actually,
Who does? These ladies?
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Because they want a guy that has worked harder than they have. Because they still want to be inferior in some way. They don't want to be the leader. Some guy wrote on there that these women are messing up with the balance of some big fancy word, the way society's supposed to be. That they're dudes.
Yeah, but who?
So, like, that was firing women up. But the natural, but he's right on some level where the natural level is the men are supposed to be the breadwinner leaders.
Yeah,
so
I mean, people get upset and say that's a misogynistic thing. You have to be confident. Correct. I think that's the one thing that's really missing for most people is confidence, and not so much cocky. And I think confidence comes more with age. Cockiness is when you're younger, right? And because it's almost a mask for what you should be confident about, but you're not. And I think that confidence comes with age, and not everything is a put down to you, a slam to you. No one's here to really fuck with you like that. You know what I mean? And so when you see a woman who's successful and she does well and she busts her ass.
Afraid.
Why? But yes, I understand. I do.
And then, so I had some private messages of some guys that are more like total package, and they're embarrassed. They're afraid to say interested. They're like, well, if they're hot, send them my screenshot of my profile picture.
Why do you think that was? Because they don't want their buddies
jobs,
to know
their
jobs.
Their business, their sister.
Because it is kind of public.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was public.
Yeah.
And they don't want to get made fun of. So many people chickened out. But I did have some successful matches.
You did.
Yeah. Because the problem is just like that. That page. Like, are we dating the same guy?
Yeah.
Some of the girls got talking. They're like, he's a loser. He's this, that.
And really? They knew some of these guys? Oh, God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Were you expecting like what, 10, 20 comments? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
But I have some really, really great catches. Like, I wish I could say their names. Like, they're all very pretty. And they all make a lot of money.
Your friends, women.
Yeah. So I said 2, but then, I mean, I was just being me, like, whatever, let me put. Then I'm like, oh my God, I have 13.
Single women?
So, like, I said 2, but there was like 13 that I was messaging, screenshots. Like, it was my full-time job for like 3 days. Yeah. Like, there was like, we were investigating guys and yeah, it was intense.
Why didn't you, that's interesting.
So we have some matches.
Okay. So you do.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Because we have, here's the thing that I don't fully understand.
Okay.
And maybe you know this from your friends, or maybe you know it from your own experience. Is it actually harder to meet people or different? And I say that because we have.
Where do you meet people? The bars?
No, but there's
the culinaries.
But
where else?
Well,
think about it. Like,
no, I understand, but I'm not. But we have meetups.
Bowling.
But there's dating apps and there's you
people
have a
hate
meetup
that.
on your page.
I do.
You have a singles meetup that you said for
people,
all my.
like where do you go?
So why does it feel so hard though? That's what I don't understand. Like I guess you know what? Let me rephrase that. I guess I do understand because a lot of people that we're talking about an age bracket where most of the people are divorced. And when you're divorced, there's a good chance that you have children. And if you have the children, you've got to make them the priority.
Yes.
You know, I learned the hard way from my separation that I didn't do it the right way.
We're all human. We're all learning.
No, 100%. But it wasn't done correctly, and I see that now with especially with some of my kids.
I know. I need a time machine too.
Yeah, it's not so much. Yeah, it's not so much that, but it was like I remember in the early 2000s, maybe around the 10s, maybe a little before that, when Gwyneth Paltrow got divorced, and she called it conscious uncoupling, and people made fun of this fucking bitch, blah, 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 blah. And I go, that may be the greatest thing ever said.
Yeah.
Because, and her kids are now older, but it's hard, and it's hard to do that. So dating adds a new wrinkle.
It's tough.
And when do you meet the kids, and when do you not? And some people just go, you don't have time for me, you're not available.
Then there's the whole, like, the 52-year-old man with, let's just say, fat, slobby ex-wife that he was never getting sex. Let's just say she was a letter, whatever. He wants some young, hot girl that doesn't have babies. Yeah. He wants to go hook up with the smoke shows. Yeah. And there's a lot of girls that they'll buy their way through. Hey, you want a Louis Vuitton? I'll take you out to dinner. Right. And the girl will get the purse, and like they're going through their horror phase. And then they realize, I need a woman I can connect with. There's more than that. It's a phase. So it's like, what phase do you catch the guy in? Yeah. He's got to burn through the young hotties, and then he gets more realistic. And then it's like, who is he going to grab up? And when is he ready? Yeah. I feel like, do women do that as well? They do. Yeah. To find like the young hot guy. Thing. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Like, they want the young, hot, dumb guy that they're like, I'll buy you a ticket to Miami. They do the same thing. They're trying to spoil him too. Yeah. And they joke they want the hard private parts and the six-pack, Yeah. And then they realize, wait, this is embarrassing to my children, or I want a guy that knows how to fix something, or someone that's more my age, and they go through the same thing. Right. So it's already a small pool, and then what phase are they at? And what phase are they at? Yeah. Well, yeah, because then you got to have the balls and ask them out. Are there more middle-aged single people today? That's what surprised me was the number on there, because I did see comments, and the one woman commented, "I'm 58, retired in Brighton, which is a suburb of here. She's so nice and divorced, right? And okay." And she's out there. I'm not sure if anyone reached out to her. I don't know. Somebody else. I wish my friends would do this for me. Yeah. Then somebody says, put out there about one of their longtime friends, and it said, "It's hard out there. Everyone I meet just wants a hookup. Bye-bye, no thank you." There's the hookup phase. Yeah. It was. It's interesting that it just hit with so many people. Yeah. And then you'll have like the guy, let's say he's 48. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's super successful. He's done with whore face, but he's running his company and he's got a full on dad bod. But then the girl who's super successful, 41, is like, ew, I'm slaving away at my body, eating, nothing, and you got this gut.
Right.
And then they'll be mad they don't take care of their health. Right. And I'm like, you're going to throw away the guy because of the gut? He's got everything else. And then I'll find a perfect fucking match for the guy.
I want that on a T-shirt. I throw away the guy for the gut. He's got everything else. The fuck, it's a gut.
Yeah. But then I'll suggest to the guy, my friend that's perfect, and he's like, oh, I mean, maybe she's got 50 pounds overweight, and he's like, I wanted someone hotter.
Yeah.
It's like so much vanity is taking place too.
Oh, well, okay.
I saw it. I felt that the private messages were like, I was hoping for someone more fit or someone hotter. And then poor guys, when they lose their hair, you got a shit ton of hair. But that's the thing, like, ew, he's like balding. And then there's a lot of guys, believe it or not. I am really surprised
I can't wait till I'll tell you if it's real.
They're not into the fake lips and the fake faces.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Like,
I can understand that.
We're going through a phase now where I think men are starting to want more real.
Yeah. The Botox stuff is fine because it does wear off, and it's not that intrusive of stuff. But I do understand.
I've had some like, if she is like lip puffs and, I'm not interested.
Right.
And I'm like, really? Yeah. So a couple of mine do. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
But I can't really tell them.
So why are they doing that? Are they doing that because
they think the pressure to compete with a woman half your age?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to touch my face. Every time I get a new wrinkle, I'm like, oh, I had some fun memories making that. And like,
wow.
And like every gray hair, like, you know what? Okay, we can go down this age thing. Yeah. I think it's so exciting to get old.
Well,
into age.
Yes.
I really do. Because how many freaking hot chicks are there in your 20s? They're like a dime a dozen. And then same with women in your 30s. But like, if you're in your 60s and you're like decent, you're the cream of the crop.
You are the cream of the crop.
And if I'm a goofball outgoing, right? When you're fun and goofy and you're older, people think you're like a rock star. I'll never forget, I was like the Pelican's Nest, and there was this like 75-year-old woman headbanging to AC/DC, and everybody was like worshiping her.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, that's all you got to be cool in your 70s is don't be too fat and headbang? Like, I got this. Like, it's exciting.
I do wonder if for some people, and it does sound like, vanity. I know vanity does. I hear women. I've heard what they said. I've got the love handles, or I've got the whatever. Don't look at my...
About you?
No.
Oh, about them.
About themselves. About themselves. I have all that. I have the gut. I have it all. I'm working on it. I know shit happens, right? It's life. But I hear them say things like, I look crinkly and craggly. And I
why are they saying that?
I don't know. And I often say sometimes, don't talk about yourself that way.
Yeah,
don't.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't either. And I think it's bad. But I wonder too this, and maybe you'll know, maybe from your own experience, maybe not. I don't know. Do you think people in their... And I'll even go into the 50s, like, because 50s, I'm almost mid 50s, or maybe I am mid 50s.
I'll be 44 in June.
Yeah, I'm 10 years older than you. I'm 54.
Up there.
So, do you think people in those age brackets are starting over more intentionally?
Yes.
Do you understand what I mean? And somewhat with intentional comes cautious.
Yes.
And I wonder if that's some of it as well, because. Sure, there's a guy that would really like to meet somebody that he just vibes with. Yes. Who wouldn't love that person that you could just turn to on a random Saturday morning in a beautiful spring or summer or maybe fall and say, we're going wine tasting today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that there is something about that. And you can have a lot of fun. But
they got to be ready, though. They got to be done with their hookup phase.
Right.
Her face. They must.
God.
All right, for example, the Viking.
Yes.
Is he still stomping around?
Yes.
Because when is someone like that going to be ready? Because do you know how many girls think he's cute?
Yes.
And then they know he's not ready.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, there's quite a few. I think there was actually somebody I know who had hooked up with him and then wasn't sure where things stood and then walked into a restaurant and he was there with someone really young. And yeah, I had just heard that story.
There's guys that might never want to go back in a relationship.
Yes.
It's so much effort trying to figure out. You almost want to figure it out like the first day, but then you don't want to be crazy.
No, you don't want to be crazy.
But you kind of want to know before you spend all that time.
Well, loneliness is something that I think all the time. I go, is this really showing you? Because there's loneliness, there's independence, right?
Correct.
And I remember my father would always say to me things like, you don't want anyone to need you and you don't want to need anybody. You want to be with them, right? And so that's speaking more of an independent type person.
But I'm like a relationship person.
Yes.
I love having someone to love with me.
Yeah.
I don't love the single days. So I don't know if that, but I'm very independent too. I've taken vacations alone, bar alone. I can do anything alone still.
But talk about your girlfriends for a second, the ones that you're out there, because I know one of them. And she's very attractive. She really is. She's quite attractive.
Great job.
But do you think people are lonelier or just less willing to settle?
Less willing to settle.
Okay. So we're back to kind of the,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But she's been in relationships and things. I hate to say this.
And then the other ones, these girls are crushing it. Crushing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they dating a couple?
That is like, wow. I almost want to say her name, but she probably killed me without permission.
Right.
I think she's been single for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So grounded, great family, running a huge business.
Hang on a second. You know she's getting laid, and she doesn't.
If she does, she's so private. She probably does it on vacations.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to affect her. That's probably why she travels a lot. Yeah.
Oh God.
To keep her reputation clean here.
Yeah.
But the kind of guy she needs is the guy with the jet.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's not many of those.
Where's the hot guy with a jet in Rochester?
He's not here.
Where are they?
Well, actually,
hot single
hang
jet
on.
guys.
I know guys with jets.
Okay, but how
Or have
you don't want
access to jets.
73?
No, they're not. But they're entangled and stuff.
I'm saying like
I know you're looking for single.
late 50s and under.
Yeah.
Decently in shape.
Yeah.
At least cute.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, where are these guys? If they want to but the thing is, there were so many guys messaging me and they were not handsome. And they had bad jobs. Like, I'm not giving you a shitty, mediocre lead. These are like girls with very nice cars. Do you know what I mean? And very...
Yeah, I got you. Right.
Yeah. Where are those guys?
They're probably married if they're here.
Okay, but where are the single ones?
That's what I'm saying. I
have multiple really good leads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Oops. I'm stepping on my wire here.
Everyone, because here's the other thing that I always wonder with relationships. Okay. And I'll say this. If you don't change yourself, you bring yourself to the same thing. You'll attract the same type of person. You ever notice that? Like they always end up with the blank. Fill in the blank. Yeah. You know somebody who's always, and say it for guys as well, by the way. This is not a gender exclusive thing by any means at all. It's always like they end up with. Why? Why is that? Because there's comfort. It's what they know, but they're also bringing in a ton of baggage that person can relate to. Yeah. If you believe in the law of attraction, that's what you're getting. If you want to change that shit, you got to really work on yourself. And here's the thing that I don't think people know. I don't think, and I don't have the answer, so I'm just going to say it almost like a rhetorical question, but I don't think people know how to work on themselves.
No.
You know what I mean? And I think once you start to realize, and maybe a little bit, I could give some suggestions, but like once you start to really delve into who you are and what it is, and I'll tell you this, like, again, I'll go back to confidence. You know, I said for years the most...
You're right.
Yeah, but I said for years, that I found women 40 and above to be the most attractive. I think I was saying this in my late 30s.
Really?
And yes. And here's why. Because at 40, many women, as you're saying, some are grounded, as you say, they're grounded. They know themselves. They can put on the most audacious color of lipstick and walk around boldly, and they fucking look good. And there is a sexiness about that is unspoken. And it's not these young hot chicks. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like, believe me, I go to the gym. When I was a boxing instructor for a specific gym, and we're going back almost a decade. I'm not there now.
Getting some chaps.
They asked me to do a bar class just to see what it was like.
Oh, you told me about this.
Where it was nothing but assholes and birth canals whenever I turned around and the balls between the legs. And it was all these young girls like, they can't even dress. But there was no one there that I would, I remember going, yeah, when I didn't know where to look. But what I'm saying is, but if you had a bunch of middle-aged women, like I find something about a confident middle-aged woman. But
that's you.
I know, but I know.
That's you.
And I've also seen like where I can almost sense that they're on the same vibe because they'll you get a second look.
The energy.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. But I just wonder with the working on yourself, I think everyone says they do it, but are they? Oh, I'm working on myself. Are you? And how? And what is that?
I think I have the answer.
Okay.
Are they approachable? And I think when I talk to so many people, especially single, I talk to anybody. I'm a goofball. I'd be the one like headbanging, and it's like easier to talk to.
Yes.
Versus the girl that looks like the model with the body that just got out of the Porsche. That might be more intimidating.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
And I've told them, I'm like, you guys need to like be a little goofy.
Yeah.
And I've actually told this to maybe 5 of them, like, why don't you make a post where you don't have makeup on or you do something silly? They're also like, show some personality.
Right. Because a lot of times.
Not being perfect.
Yes. And I think you hit the nail on the head
so
there.
You're approachable.
Well, it makes you more approachable, but it also makes you more human.
Yeah.
Right. You don't come off so much as like this too stuck up.
Because then the guy's going to think, I'm not that perfect.
Right.
What is she going to think of me?
All right.
In my Jenny shirt, watching football, scratching my belly on a Sunday, maybe she's in her pajamas on a Sunday making waffles and fried chicken, and they,
Yeah. And then it's sweet love after that.
Yeah.
From what you saw in the comments, were there some guys who were kind of grounded on this too? And
my favorite were the guys who just obeyed. They literally just said, interested.
Yeah.
Because that's what I said.
Yeah.
And I'm like clapping for them.
Right. How about the performative? There had to be some performative.
God, there was everything. I mean, the comments are crazy.
What stood out like in the comments as almost an immediate green flag? Because everybody asked about the red flags, but the green flag.
Ones that just said interested.
Yeah, they were a green flag.
Yeah.
For you. The red flags.
There's so many.
Yeah.
So Mike was sleeping, and I had a busy day. When I went to read the comments, he was asleep. And I was like having the pillow over my face, holding in the sounds of laughter as I was reading these. And I'm texting my girlfriends, and we're group texting. I feel bad, but the one guy that's like, they better like my cat. And then there's a picture of the cat. Just doesn't scream CEO jet. I'm like, this guy.
It screams unchanged litter box and dying plant in the corner.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I just was like, we were freaking cracking. And there's one guy that's like, are they into midgets? I'm like, what?
Midgets?
Oh, yeah.
Well, height's a big thing. I didn't realize that.
Like this one guy, he's a really nice guy, but he's short and a little bit chubby. And he's like, who are your hot friend? And I had to say, I said, listen, they're looking for tall buff. Like, there's a really good
What was his
catches.
response? Did he
He's
say
like, well, I
anything?
guess I'm out then.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, I was trying to say the nicest way.
Right.
And one of the girls doesn't even have any kids. And
Really?
she's still some Mr. Hot Guy with a jet doesn't want to deal with any kid baggage. I got one of those. She's got no kids.
You got a whole store, don't you?
Yeah.
One guy did write on there, men are going to need to know the crazy and drama ratings of these women.
Which is funny.
On a scale of 1 to batshit insane, what are we talking here? And then apparently, and I found this video where it talks about this whole thing, right?
Yep.
It's this guy.
Your crazy axis.
Crazy. He does a whole graph.
And your hot axis.
Yeah. Right.
Hot is, as usual, measured from 0 to 10. We're all familiar with that.
He does it like it's an algebra class, you know.
A woman who's not at least
it's so funny. But so the hotter they are, the crazier they get is kind of what this guy's saying. And there maybe there's some truth to that. I don't know. And I would say even for guys,
there is. Out of the 13,
yeah,
I can say that there is. I can look at a couple of them and say there's a little bit of truth to that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the majority of them are.
But see,
solid leads.
Well, see,
they are.
I think here's what I think needs to be done. I think that I should figure out a way to do a podcast that involves you and one of your friends and some guy.
You should have the single guys around the table.
Yeah.
And the girls could be in the room next door.
Right.
And they come over if they're interested. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, I like what you said.
You know what I'm saying? Right,
That would be
exactly.
freaking cool.
Because it would be kind of fun. And at the same time, like almost tell these guys what they're missing. Up your game.
Yeah.
You know,
like don't be fat.
Here's the thing.
Don't be sloppy.
I have realized for myself that I come from a family of men who would put on a suit to get the mail. My dad, my grandfather. And I have always liked, more or less, not today. You caught me. I was, not today. But I would rather wear a blazer and jeans and a custom-made shirt. Or
you're a dress-up guy?
I would love that. Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that about
casual dress-up, though. Okay. I mean, not like...
Not the nines, but
we'll call it business casual, right? Casual. But I still know that when I go places like that, you're kind of looked at like... No, but you look like you stand out.
Yeah.
And I'm not always looking to stand out, but I'd rather dress nicely and presentable. Everybody today, I mean, even in schools, they're wearing like leggings.
It's all comfy.
Yeah, it's all comfort.
Yeah,
it's all comfort.
Wear.
But
I'm guilty of it.
No, it's fine. But my point is like, well, look at you. You have the blazer on, right?
Yeah, but
it dresses, but it dresses it up, right? You look great. So I just think that also raises your confidence. You feel better about yourself. And you know what I mean? It's dress for I would say dress for the person you want to impress.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Or whatever. I guess the other thing is too, is I always go, it's an inside job. And if you're not confident about yourself, or you don't feel good about yourself, or you haven't worked out your shit, you're no good to anybody.
Correct.
You're going to be the same miserable person with the same type of person that you've been with. You whatever about an ex-wife or an ex-husband. And the next thing you know, you got somebody who almost, I mean, they may look very different on the outside, but they are absolutely very similar on the inside, or with whatever behaviors or whatever lunatic bullshit that you said you were sick of dealing with is what you deal with. You gotta find the thing. And I would say even taking some time alone, like truly alone.
Yeah.
And, not your whore phase, not your whatever, just alone to kind of work on yourself.
Well, you know what? There's something to note here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of middle of the road vanilla people living, like, I'm not saying they're bad people, but I'm not trying to hook up the RG&E worker with the physical therapist. That's normal.
That's normal.
Normal. I'm talking about, I have some exceptional
I think you have to do a high-end.
Who are looking for some exceptional. Now, I have normal friends. I love the whole world and the whole variety of everyone on earth. But this was about finding my exceptional, like, mega hot, mega rich, put together. Like, it's harder. There's a lot of middle, is what I'm saying.
There's a lot of middle.
If you're, in the middle, there's a lot to choose from. There's not a lot at the top.
Okay.
So I was trying to help them,
right.
Not slamming normal people, because normal people need love too. This was just,
fucking snorting. I can't.
Well,
I mean, I don't know.
But I don't want to slam normal guys, and I don't want to slam normal girls.
No, but I remember one of these women I know, and even at a Fairport Music Fest, I was back somewhere, and I wound up talking to her, and I was probably, I mean, who knows what language I was speaking at that time.
Oh, so funny.
And she said to me later on, "Hey, I have a friend who's really interested in you," and I just simply said, "I'm not available." I'm not. I said,
"Were you
look,
just nervous?"
No, I wasn't nervous at all. I probably talked to this woman. I have a problem when I drink, and it's not. No,
you're fun. I think you're fun.
I'm fun, but here's
I'm a fan.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you.
Trouble comes out of you.
What do you mean?
You can get into a little bit of trouble.
I can, but But here's the thing that I realized. Like, I sometimes am just nice, and since the brakes are gone, right, the inhibition's gone, I'll talk to somebody, and I'll just,
you're flirting.
Yeah, and I don't mean to, and then like now all you have to do is have your phone in your hand, right? You're talking or on your body, and they just go boop. You can put the phones next to each other, and the numbers exchange.
Really?
Yeah. It's weird. They go, "Hey, watch this." And now all of a sudden I have her contact. She has mine. And I'm standing there and I'm like, okay, so I don't mean anything. Then I get a text a couple days later. "Hey, it was so fun hanging out. We should do it again." And I may have bought someone a drink and just was thought in my mind, that's what you do.
You're just nice.
I'm just being nice. And I think that happens probably more often for women than men, to be quite honest with you. Yep. There was one time for me, like problem. Once.
I'm
sure.
God.
I'm sure.
Just nice and I talk doesn't mean I want you.
Yep. What did you learn about men from this? Did you learn anything?
I learned that I have gorgeous women who are afraid to say boo. Uh-huh. And there's a lot of trash that thinks they're the king.
Oh, yeah.
The confidence of some dirtbags. I'm like, oh, God. Like, I did get people messaging me, and they thought they were hot. And I'm like, really? I guess men...
You want to see the mirror they're looking in and how speckled with toothpaste
they're very confident. Definitely, men they have more confidence than women.
Yeah. What did you learn about women watching this unfold, more or less?
Women need to step out of their comfort zone and ask a guy out or be more approachable. They're too standoffish, and they're like waiting for this fairy tale. Well, maybe sometimes you got to take the first step, and they're afraid to.
Yeah.
That's what I learned. I'm like, fucking message him. I had this one lady. She goes, "Steph, I don't want any of this out in the public." She goes, "This is my husband's best friend." And she sends a screenshot. I'm like, okay, yeah. So I sent that screenshot to the single ladies, and 2 of them liked them. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, okay, here's his number. I'm not gonna text him. I'm like, well, he's waiting, and they're afraid to send a text. I'm like, blame it on me. Say, oh, my goofy friend Steph said, to text you, but they were too afraid to take one step.
Yeah.
One step.
It's interesting, and it may also be the thing that they want to be pursued instead of. It feels unnatural to them. They're women of a certain age, I'll say, right? And so.
But now some of these guys were intimidated to take a first step if they did have the green light, because they're like, well, did they even think I'm attractive?
Yeah. Right.
Because I hyped him up almost too much.
There's a confidence versus availability too. Sometimes you come off too confident. That can be intimidating, I think, from either side. Side, and that can be a problem as well. I'll ask you this. If you were single right now and you're not, no. How would this change how you date? Would it? Or do you wish more people did what you do? You would talked about going out when you were single, eating alone at a bar. Yeah. At the bar.
I don't think I would do anything different. Just put myself out there.
You need to start maybe a high-end, Rochester's high-end dating app.
Because I played matchmaker actually before this post, which inspired it all, and they're still together. And she's like, you can tell you're an energy reader. She's like, we're perfect for each other. Yeah. They're going to be at Iron Smoke tonight. They invited me. Well, you guys they're like, you want to come hang out with us? It's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you think people actually want but don't know how to ask for? Are they looking for someone who's going to, because the other problem is like compatibility. You never know when someone gets mad, how you're going to react or how the other person reacts. And, you know, and a lot of those things take time to figure out. And it's almost
a lot of people don't even know what they want.
Yeah.
I think it's easy to just blame it on the looks. Like, are you attracted? You got to be, but there's so much more to it. I mean, there can be a guy that's just okay, but he can be 10 out of 10s in every other category in your life. So I think that's why it's important to at least maybe grab a cup of coffee, at least try, because there's other components of compatibility.
Sure there are. Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So one of my friends actually, she said who she is, Katie.
Yeah.
She raised her hand. She's like, I'm one of the girls.
And she put her picture up there? Oh, well, it comes up.
She
on
did.
Facebook.
Which is funny, is one of the guys that she was just like dating around. I don't know if he heard that she was on there, but it actually worked good. He kind of clamped on a little bit harder, like, oh, guys are going to be coming out of the woodwork. Like,
yeah,
I'll go see you in your next business trip. Yeah, it like lit a fire under his ass almost.
Okay.
That's what I see, in my opinion.
Yeah, so, but this guy was sort of like they were casual.
Because I was like, hey, why aren't you messaging so-and-so? And she's like, well, so-and-so turned up the heat. He's going to go see me at my next business trip. Okay. I'm like, really? So, like, put the pressure on a relationship.
I got it.
It was too casual, and then he heard she was on there, and now he raised the bar.
Sometimes, too, people are vulnerable, but it's messy vulnerable. Don't be messy vulnerable. You could be vulnerable, but, you know.
Don't spill out all of your baggage.
No.
There's still an art of attraction.
Well, exactly.
You know.
This is where I go, you almost need to teach a class.
Yeah.
For some guys.
You can't be putting all of your fucking baggage and problems out on the table.
Yeah.
There's an art to it.
There are dating apps that are out there now. I just thought of this.
Okay.
That where the woman has to ask first.
Yes.
Is that like Bumble or something?
It's
like
Bumble, yeah.
So I wonder, what if we reverse that? What if, you know...
Don't say that all these losers think they're kings. There's a lot of that going on.
I understand. But let's say... like Steph's picks of the month, or something, you know what I mean? Yes. Steph's picks of the month, and it's guys that you have, you know, scrubbed up, or we find even one of them is a guy who's improved himself and he's really working on himself, and that's attractive, and like he's trying to be better, and that you find it, but the women have to make the first move.
Yeah,
like the guy's picture's there, he's there, he's on it.
Meet him and give a report.
Well, this is what I mean. Everybody has to be screened by you. You can't get on the app.
So I don't know how Mike would feel about that, because I'm meeting.
Let Mike be in there too.
I'm meeting a lot of eligible bachelors. If the tables were turned, I'd kill him. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
No, but what if
hottest?
What if he was? What if?
Out of here. Get out of here, Mike. No.
What if Mike was part of the process though?
He's so simple. I think he'd be like, what the hell are we doing here? Like, I don't know if he would want to.
Okay. Well, maybe you have to pass this idea off to somebody.
Consider his feelings.
100%. 100%.
Trying to be mindful, like learn from my mistakes.
Oh yeah, I get that.
You know, old me would be like, "Fuck yeah, what did you care?" Now I'm like, "Ah, fuck." I'd probably piss him off. I have to do the trick where I pretend I'm him. So I picture Mike leaving the house at night to go meet Rochester's finest and write down his opinions. I would be pissed. So.
Okay,
yeah,
that's fair. That's
but I don't do that. Sometimes I fail, but I try.
Yeah.
To reverse it and be like, how would you feel?
Right.
And that's helpful for me.
Yeah.
Before I make a decision, I just kind of spin it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There would be something though. There's something there. That's all I'm saying. How
really
it gets packaged, there's something there. Because for many years, and I think they're still there in certain communities, especially the community you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think there's still matchmakers. I think there was a Netflix show or something where it was like high end, trying to help, you know, high end people meet or high end earners or something like that.
What about people you know? What about people listening to the pod?
What about them? I don't know who.
Like, what if we had like six men that they, you know, maybe you could vet them.
Yes. Okay. You know? Gotcha.
Like they got to at least be 5'10".
Yeah.
And maybe we pick a.
Is there a height? You got to be so tall to ride this ride?
I don't. Well, it's like a calculation. You know, they can be 5'8" if they get 10s in all the other categories.
Oh, I got you. You
know? So if you're shorter, you got to be richer, more funny, more charming.
You have to have a bigger wallet and dick.
You and dick. Yes. But if you're taller and hotter, you can be a little bit poorer.
Okay. Oh, I see. I got it.
It's because it's the recipe.
It's the recipe.
So maybe we should start with 5'8".
Okay.
Yeah, we'd have to have like, okay, what are the income requirements?
Yeah.
And then I have one, I mean, not all of them. I have some girlfriend. The older ones are more reasonable.
Yeah,
the older ones are like, I'll take anybody as long as he's at least employed.
Yeah.
And nice and at least cute. Like the older ones are very basic.
How old are we talking when you say older?
But she's not as hot as the 38. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the ones that haven't crossed over the 40 barrier yet are the most picky, and the ones that are approaching 50
are the least picky.
Yeah. Because I think they're like, well, what the hell was I doing 10 years ago?
Right.
Maybe I let some good ones go.
Maybe.
I can see that they're learning.
Yeah. I have to, it's strange. The things that are striking me probably the most from this conversation is the number of comments, one, right?
Almost
that really surprised me.
300.
And then, yes. And then, but on top of that, they're probably over 300 when you think of the people who started messaging you privately, right?
Okay. And then the talks with my girlfriends. Yeah. We were tearing those guys up. Oh, it's so funny.
That'd be such a great podcast because
the poor guy with the cat picture. Like everybody was like, the fucking guy with the cat, like that guy, poor guy.
Every guy, I think many men do not believe that women talk about other guys the way they talk about other women. Right? Such this,
we talk about we are nasty.
Yeah. So it would be really funny if we could put the picture up, but blur it out. Just blur it out. And then have you guys fucking go to town. It would be, it would be bad because, but it would be funny to hear what they say.
Let me see if I can just go reference this one.
Because it took some, to post something publicly for even the guys to answer the guys with the guy with the cat. I mean, that takes a little bit of guts. You know?
Yeah. All right. Let me scroll. If I can find the picture of the cat. Oh, boy. Some of the oh, geez.
Did you find it?
There's so many. I mean, this is just one friend.
It's a reminder that so many people, good, interesting, emotionally aware people, are still out there trying. I think that's kind of the thing. They're trying. And maybe we should all go back to when we dated when we were young and really kind of dress it up.
So this is one friend.
Okay.
And this is kind of where it starts. I just answered, so let's see how quick he responds. I had a weird feeling that he might wait because he said he has his kids. So, she's waiting for the response, and she's like, now she's wondering, what if he doesn't think she's cute? Okay.
It really puts you're putting yourself out there.
Now she's nervous.
Yeah.
And then she goes, I'm going to leave the guy's name out. That one guy's going after everyone. He's not even attractive. And she's just doing all these laugh fades, laugh.
Well,
he's nice to me. But he's crazy and he has a lot of issues. And this one guy, she's like, ew, gross. Taking screenshots of the guys.
Well, look, I don't know. Trying to meet someone.
A lot of gross. Stephanie's dating service is officially open for biz. I'm dying.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at the comments. And then she keeps calling the bow tie guy. Must not have gotten any messages because now he's adding a date to patron saint.
He's doing a date to the steakhouse.
He did
Look
say,
at this.
he was like, I'm interested. Now he's like, if I'm interested, patron saint. And so we're noticing who's leveling up their posts.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I saw that.
Wow.
Oh, hard pass. Hell no. What the fuck? The one, he looks like he should be in a crime documentary for bodies in his basement. Zoom in on the swimsuit model poster on his wall, covering all the spackle. This is just one friend.
No, I saw that. I saw that picture and I did zoom in to see it. I was shocked.
The swimsuit poster had me rolling. It screams, I still live with my mom and I sleep in my childhood bedroom.
Well, this is good for men.
He's cute.
Here.
He's ripped. Wow. Yeah, he's too hot. He's going to want one of your hot friends in the 30s. So now she feels like that one guy was too hot. Like, it just comments go. So when they're too hot, she's like, "You're not going to want me. I'm almost 50."
Yeah. I got it.
But
Well,
yeah, that's some examples.
Wow. And trying to meet someone where you're not losing yourself
Yeah.
so much is hard. And
There's not a lot of hot single guys here.
yeah.
There's a lot of middle of the roads.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of exceptional single men.
All right.
I mean, how many do you know?
Exceptional single men?
Yeah. That don't cheat, handsome, successful, really looking for a good woman.
None.
You can't think of one?
No, I mean, a lot of my friends are married.
Because they might be nice, but they might be poor.
Yeah. A lot of mine are married.
Or they're really hot, or they're a pig, or they're loaded,
yeah.
and they're a cheater. But they're like, think about it. How many are loyal, good, handsome? You're really saying zero?
I can't.
You are fucking popular.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're saying zero. Bill Moran has zero.
Well, don't.
Loyal, hot, rich, single.
No, one, but he's kind of weird, but rich, and you know.
Is he hot or at least handsome? Or
Yeah,
is
he
he
keeps
cute?
himself in good shape, but I think it might be closing in on 60.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So there's that, and then everybody else I know is married or with somebody.
Yep.
Like, you
Or
know,
they're
especially all my
taken.
rich buddies. I mean, they're locked down,
Okay.
or they're trying to, or someone's trying to lock them down.
Okay, so they have their backup ready.
That
That sucks. So it's like it encourages you to be a mistress, to go after the rich, handsome guy.
Yeah.
That blows.
Yeah.
That's a good strategy, though, women. I guess Bill says it's working.
I don't know that.
Bill's ready to hit mute. He's like,
I don't know what. I'm not sure about that. I just. they don't have a backup ready. I think that a lot of these guys are, you know,
yes.
and a lot of them are so busy. Look, being rich is not so much about hard work, but it's a lot of these guys are hungry. That's who they are. They are a machine. They get up
they
and
want to
they're
work.
Yeah,
So why not go to work conventions? Buy a ticket.
Yeah, that'd be a great thing. I think. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, these guys want, you know, they're running businesses. They have multiple businesses. They have multiple things. They have things that can run without them present, right? It's a scalable operation, but at the same time,
When they're there,
they got to be, you know, there's times in the month they got to check in, man. They got to.
if they're committed, then
Oh,
they're not. So you can't think of one.
No, I really can't. I'm trying to think, like, I know guys who are single.
They're not.
I wouldn't send them to you. Not a chance. Not a chance. I wouldn't send them to anybody.
Especially one of them she's such a good catch.
Right. I'm sure.
Off air, I'll tell you. I mean, she's the one with no kids. I mean, she's just a freaking diamond.
Yeah, but why then doesn't she have somebody? What is it about her personality? Or what is it about?
Because her position is so large and viewed.
Yeah.
I don't think she wants to be like a whore or dating. She's very private because
So she's not
has
out there.
such a big business.
Yeah. She's not out there a lot, is what you're saying.
No, I don't think she wants to tarnish her reputation. She's very smart and mindful of that. She's probably the friend that's wild on vacation.
I just think, like, it's hard because people in this situation are trying to stay hopeful without being naive, right? You're trying to decide if you should lower your expectations or not, which seems to be something that you've talked about.
If you're just mediocre, life's easy.
Yeah.
There's so many options. Like, seriously.
Or
maybe they should get fat, pig out, stop trying so goddamn hard, and then.
But you don't feel as good about yourself and stuff that either.
They're doing all this for what? To find nobody?
Well, to live long enough that somebody will come along, I guess.
Maybe
I don't
it's
know.
better to be fatter. And not try, because what are they going to do with all this money? If it, like.
I know. And I got to think, too, people are like, should I just delete the app and take a walk? What do I do? And, you know, we talk a lot about independence in terms of people and self-work. But, I mean, sure, therapy absolutely has entered into the chat with people. But I think also there's
a lot of the therapists aren't available. It's good that you're going to be a new one. Because there's people with a waiting list.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking,
Yeah. There's also something deeply human about wanting a connection, right? I mean, that to me, and not wanting to feel dramatic or I don't know. Well, even dramatic for wanting it, just wanting the human connection. I mean, I think that's important. I just maybe
I love human connection. So even when I'm single at the bar, I sit at the bar in the restaurant, not at the table, because I want to talk to people.
Think about this for a second, because you are different in terms of that stuff, right? You're different, and especially about the women you're talking about. Yes. I don't think they're like that. So maybe dating isn't harder today. And I'll say that because we'll say it's harder because there aren't enough options. That's kind of what's come up, right? That seems to be what's come up. And I wonder maybe it's harder because there's more noise and there's more performance. There's the Botox lips. There's the, you understand? And more, this is fine energy when it's not fine.
I think men have to raise the bar on
themselves. 100%.
And women have to lower their expectation.
100%.
I think that's the problem.
I wish
these girls are too picky and these guys step it up.
Yeah.
You know, maybe playing video games instead of going to the gym when you're 43 and single isn't maybe better yourself.
I have a person through the podcast that I know, Omero's, which is a high-end men's clothing shop, and they'll do custom clothes for you. Oh, yeah. I wonder if I could pull something together where we find somebody
that shops there.
Yeah, I guess we could do that. But that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Like if you have a custom pair of pants made, it's going to cost you $500.
Jeez.
Right. So
that guy. Watch, they're all going to be 60 and up.
Maybe, but
or married.
And I would say that too. Yeah. But a lot of times I wonder if we could do a thing where we make a guy over. Remember the old makeover shows?
Oh, that would be
You know what I mean? Where we could make a guy over. Could we make a guy over and then bring him out to like hand-picked people that are looking? And
but so he can't be. Well, what if he's a little chubby? We could even get him.
You get him a gym.
You could like box with him and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be everything.
Yeah.
You go shopping.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. And even and look, even if it's not Omero's, I mean, a lot of people go, well, I don't want to spend that on clothes no matter what.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. But even things like go to Men's Warehouse instead of somewhere else. Go to J. Crew instead of somewhere else. You'd be surprised at how right there in terms of price they are and how much better you look.
I mean, my dad and mom, they're happily married, but I joke I go, Dad, Mom ever dies, well, you need a makeover. The man's horrible, like classic bad dad dresser. Horrible. And I laugh because like those white New Balance shoes with the tall white socks are in style.
They are?
Yeah, like the hot girls will wear like the white New Balances with the tall white socks.
Okay, the hot girls.
The hot girls. Like,
yeah, but it's usually it's the 60-plus guy. I used to call them grilling shoes, and I would say they came with like stabilizers on the side, so they would come out like.
That's my dad. But now he's like, hot girls are wearing them. Steph told you. I see. I have Facebook now. I'm like, oh my god. Now my dad thinks he's cool.
Oh, that's really funny. I'll say maybe it's moments like this that are a little chaotic, right? This whole thing that you did and very public. They're reminders that connection doesn't always come from swiping. It just, right? It doesn't always come from swiping. Yeah. And sometimes it comes from saying something out loud and seeing who's brave enough to respond to it.
But there was a lot of brave men, and some were good middle of the road catches. Yeah. I was like, I hope one of those women would message them, but they're all afraid.
Afraid to message the guy.
Don't be afraid.
Right. We got to have the app where the women make the move first. Well, actually, they have that.
They have it.
No, they have that. Yes. Ew. Yeah, that already exists.
Girls get pissed off when guys don't use accurate pictures.
Well,
they blow it
course.
First.
Of course. You know, you touch
I got a lot of complaints on that. Like, they'll be like, oh, his picture's from 12 years ago. What the fuck? He's probably scary. I'm not messaging him.
How do you know it's from 12 years ago?
Because it shows on Facebook when your profile pic was last updated. So they're like, what the hell? You know, like that women assume you're ugly if you don't put pictures. So even the guy that's like guns, car, jets, guns, car, jets, go Bills, go Bills. It's like, well, what do you fucking look like? You must be. We assume you're ugly. They all do. He's got no fucking pictures. He's a troll. The guy could be hot, but that's just society. They're like, why isn't he posting himself?
Well, most guys aren't going to do selfies. Women do way more selfies.
But they could have like the guys at the bar.
I see what you're saying. Like, yeah,
some shots.
Yeah.
Because no pictures is a red flag.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. And I could read you pages of. Yep, he's got no pictures. He must be bad.
Yeah.
There could be catches out there. We don't know.
Well, this is true.
But yeah, if they're bored, so it's Stephanie Kristen.
Yes.
With a K.
On Facebook.
Scroll a couple down.
Yeah.
And they can see the post. So they can maybe go shopping. So if you're a
this
girl,
is it.
a middle guy, have a fucking field day. Because there's no hotties with jets and six packs. There's no Thors on there. You're normal. Just shop for normal.
Wait. There's no fours?
Thors.
Oh, Thors. I thought you said
like
fours.
Thor with a jet.
I got you.
They're just a lot of middles. Actually,
there isn't in the world. That's the problem. Like, there isn't in the world.
Well, how come there's so many fucking hot chicks then everywhere?
I don't know. Because women take care of themselves better. I can't say.
So where's the problem?
Yeah, well, get at it, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
get to the gym, guys, and girls fucking message first.
Stephanie, it's always great to see you. Goddamn, it's just like I love when you do things like this. It's my favorite. It's my favorite.
We'll see what happens when the song gets released.
I can't wait for that either.
That's gonna be. Let's put myself out there.
Yeah, it is. But that's not anything new.
No, but a real song, not to advertise a house.
I understand, but you put yourself out there with the videos and stuff like that. So I think this will be great. I can't wait to see where it goes.
Gotta see how long it takes us to make it.
And in the meantime, I'll say wherever you are in your own story, single, partner, divorce, starting over, happily avoiding dating altogether, I really hope this conversation made you feel a little less alone in that.
Correct.
And maybe, just maybe, a little less weird for wanting something real, right? Just a little less
Have a
weird
field day. Go find your person on there, ladies.
Go find your person. For Stephanie Kristen, I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you tomorrow.
There must have been a dozen